up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Fix-It presents Legendary Gaming.
Midday Monologue Monday is here. Or whatever day you're watching it, but still, the episode is here and now. How's it going, everyone? I've missed you. It feels like yesterday since last we spoke and saw each other. Well, I can't really see you. You know that, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, what I want to do today is a little bit similar to what I did in the beginning of the month, but this is very, very directed. This is specifically to what's coming up that's going to be new down the road. So this is, instead of What's Up December, my friends, thank you for coming here and joining me for What's New for 22. And I'll see you down the table, and I'll let you know what's on my mind and what changes I'm thinking about and add-ons we have coming. Now, one of the things I've been thinking about is a new episode for Thursday, something to throw in the mix there, so to speak, and I'm tentatively calling it Now, you've already seen, or potentially, I don't know how far back some of your viewerships have been going, but I've done this in the past sporadically, and I'd like to add this into a regular sort of technique. So if you watch some of the videos I've done, like my 4 Against Darkness series, the 3-parter I did for the Cobalt Slave Masters, or the kind of botched ending me and the Ryan Man had for his campaign of Night of Destiny, I want to do things like that. I want to do more of that. I want to have this miniature-based kind of slideshow effect overlaid on some audio of the game being played. I like that. That was really fun. So I want to do some more of that. That's something that's coming down the line. Now before I continue, I know this isn't a pitch to subscribe, although I guess technically I just made it that, but that wasn't the point. Before we continue, I just want you to know that these changes I'm talking about are, although going to be implemented for the new year, aren't going to be implemented until like March, April, probably April. Because I'm so far ahead on my videos. I'm a good 3 months ahead right now, and 3 months and a couple of weeks maybe, depending on what I get done between the time this drops and not. Maybe even a couple of more weeks on top of that. So these changes, these add-ons, they'll be happening next quarter. They'll be happening in March. So I just wanted to let you know right up front. But there's some other things I've been thinking about that I think could be fun. All right, so me and Tommy V have been working on something. We have the script all done, and now it's just a point of figuring out how we're going to shoot it. Actual production of this, how we want to do it. That's it's going to be interesting, but it's going to be fun. It was fun to write and to experience, because I had to write it through an experience, and me and Tom had a ton of fun doing that. So it's going to be in the mix somewhere, probably Thursdays. We'll see how this evolves, but we're calling it Google Translate Rules. Now, I've become a fan of a certain Google Translate YouTuber, and it really made me think about trying it with board games and seeing how that works out. So so we're going to try our own Google Translate, and this is for translating board game rules. Now, keep your eye out for another new show that me and Tommy V are going to be trying to make time to get together to do, It's something we've talked about for the last couple of years, and it just hasn't come to fruition yet. But now it looks like we have a possibility of being able to pull it together. And that's simply the Brawlin' board games. And it's where we talk about similar games, what the difference is between them, whether we think one is superior to the other, if you need both of them in your collection, discussions like that on similar titled games. So we're putting the games up against each other and seeing which one comes out victorious, in our humble opinion. Fingers, toes, and tails crossed, my friends. I think if we're lucky, we're going to see a return of the 20-sided warriors. Now, the last thing here I want to bring up is at the end, for one simple reason. I don't know if it's something that I'm going to do. Because it's a little time-consuming, and it's a little bit of a retread. Well, it's a complete retread, actually. So it might pop up as something special if I find that there was time to do one. And then if I had enough fun doing it and you all like it enough, I can make time to do it again. So, but this is still an if. It's still an if, but I was thinking about adding a new twist to the Tabletop Takeout Tuesdays. So, I'm already doing my regular bullet points of why I like or love a game, and I've also added in Meet the Villains, which so far has all been Marvel villains, but we're running through them. We got a couple of expansions left, so I may find a reason to expand this to other games. But I was also thinking of adding a new twist to the Tabletop Takeout Tuesday schedule, and that's Rewind, where I look at some of my earlier first year. Now we're going back almost 6 years, 5 years, but maybe almost 6 years at this point, going back to my earliest Tabletop Takeout episodes, and seeing if those reviews stand up, if I still feel the same way. You feel one way, but a few years later, who knows how you're going to feel on a subject. So it might be worth a rewind, but I'm not completely sold on that yet. Like I said, I'll try to make time for one and then balance the amount of fun versus how well received it is, I guess. But those are the changes, those are the add-ons that I have foreseen coming for Two Gun Pixie, things that me and Tommy V have discussed. There's one other thing that might happen, but I don't want to jinx it at all. If it happens, it's going to be really awesome, and you'll know why I didn't want to jinx it. But for realism, what I told you stands. So I hope you like some of this stuff. And is there something you haven't seen us do in a while? Or maybe an old style, something missing in the edits that I used to edit in? Anything like that, just let me know. Most of the things I do here, it's all a combination of fun versus how much work it is to fully produce. So just let me know what you think. And until then, my friends, take care, enjoy, and I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming, and I am out of here. Now, something else I've been now there's what I always clap my hands for. Stop that. It's like I don't know what to do with them, so I just clap them before I say something. Take 3.